Today on Maysville, Kentucky Simple Living, a special playlist I added to the Black Petter Maniac Shooters YouTube channel last year to show hometown fun. My son Randall, who is a pilot and a flight instructor, needed to ferry his aircraft from northern Kentucky down to South Carolina. When his ride fell through that he was going to get to go with him, he asked me if I wanted to go. Yes, sir, I'm all for this adventure. So we're going to take the cameras with me today and show you all the fun. So if you enjoy the small town living, hit that little subscribe button down there and I'm going to bring you all the fun. That's right, Maysville, Kentucky, Simple Living. Clear prop. Please, come on. Oh yeah, filled the thing all the way up. And those gas stations up there. Clear. Well, once we've reached about 60 miles an hour, it's time to say bye-bye Kentucky. And Greenwood, South Carolina, here we come. Flemingsburg, Kentucky. Yes, there's the reservoir, there beside the bypass. Haven't been to Cave Run Lake in a long time, but it sure looks awful small from 3,500 feet high. Stanton, Kentucky. I was just down there last weekend, running around with a good friend of mine, Steve, who's giving me a tour of the backwoods of eastern Kentucky. 5,500 feet high, and those mountains are about 3,500 feet high, so we're clearing them with ease. Difficult to see, but about 50 miles straight ahead is the city of Asheville, North Carolina. Therefore, to avoid flying into their airspace around that airport, we opted to turn left or to the port side, heading for Greenwood, South Carolina. Made it. Rutherford County Airstrip, wherever that is. Cool experimental aircraft. He hasn't quite painted yet. He's from Nashville, and he's just finished it back in June, I was saying. Worked on it for 4+ years. Cruising along at 54 to 5,500 feet. This cloud bank up ahead of us, which Randall knew was on the weather forecast, had a ceiling of about 3,500 feet, so opted not to fly through the soup and fly under it. So here we go, diving down. Notice the camera has a difficult time focusing as we're diving 2,000 feet to get below this cloud bank, so we can find the landing strip soon. That's a pretty neat little hole in the clouds there. Our pilot Randall just slipped us little plane right through that hole. South Carolina must have had a lot of rain recently. Every lake I saw was very muddy, including this one. Fellow Randy's doing business with gave us a ride to the Greenville airport. The 45-minute ride was pretty uneventful, except this old mailman got the ride in the back seat with man's best friend. At least this one didn't know that I used to carry mail for the U.S. Postal Service. Ooh, didn't know this 60-year-old rascal could run that fast. We had to run all the way through where were we at anyway? Greenville, South Carolina Airport to catch this flight. We're probably the last two to get on it before this thing rolls away. We're fast and good. We got a 17-minute flight to Charlotte, and then we get to go to Bluegrass in Lexington.
Off out of Greer, South Carolina, Greenville, Spartanburg. Then we flew down here. We picked up the Greenwood VOR far. Now we're on the arrival going into Charlotte.
Welcome to Charlotte, where the local time is 6:30. Please remain seated with your seat.
One more leg and we go home. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, heading for Bluegrass Airport in Lexington, Kentucky. Yes! Look how big this crowd is in this place. Waiting on a fuel truck. Then 46 minutes later at 28,000 feet, and we will be in Lexington, Kentucky. Find them?
Huh?
Find them yet or call them? Oh, wow. They're in Lexington, Kentucky. We visited 6 airports today. Flew that prop plane, my sons, from northern Kentucky down to Greenwood, South Carolina, and flew back commercial. 6 different airports, almost 900 miles of flying, and we still got another hour and a half to drive before we get home. So it'll be midnight when we get there. Thanks for watching. We're out of here. We'll catch